Welcome back to the Crypto channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, XRP is continuing the short-term breakout. So in just a moment, I'll be sharing my trading strategy for this pattern right here, while Ethereum is still running into this important area of resistance, while the price of Chainlink is just about to confirm this massive breakout on the larger timeframes, while Avalanche is currently running into this critical area of resistance that we need to pay attention to. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video. So definitely watch to the end. First of all, starting off on the weekly Ethereum chart, and right now the price of ETH is obviously still looking bullish on the larger time frames, so there's not much else to add over the last one day on this chart right here. So getting into the 3-day time frame, and right now we are finding resistance at approximately 4,000 to 4.1k based on this previous high, still currently acting as resistance. And if we're taking a look at the daily time frame, of course, we have this area of resistance sitting in between around 3.9k to 4.1k, and so as I've been saying over and over again here on the channel, expect the price to at least somewhat struggle in this area on the price chart, once again in between around 3.9k to 4k. And at least as of right now, at the time of recording this video, the price of ETH is at least somewhat struggling in this price range on the price chart. So once again, that is acting as resistance. But as for support, we still have a lot of support in this range right here, sitting in between around 34.30 to 35.60 approximately. So if we were to see a major pullback or rejection from this resistance, once again, we have major support right there. And we could also find a bit of short-term support at just underneath 3.8k. But once again, as I also say over and over again here on the channel, despite what happens in the short term, obviously, whether or not we see a little pullback or sideways consolidation around resistance, whether that happens or not, we're ultimately still looking bullish either way on the larger timeframes. When we're looking at the larger market, of course, the larger market is a bull market right now when we're zooming out looking at the bigger picture. So right now, things are looking very bullish for Ethereum on the larger timeframes. We're just running into that key resistance. And then once we see a breakout above around 4.1k, expect to move up towards the all-time high for Ethereum, basically just underneath $5,000. And with that being said, taking a look at the price of XRP on the weekly time frame, and right now the price of XRP is still finding a lot of resistance at very close to $3, exactly as expected. Obviously, I've been talking about how very close to $3, we have a lot of resistance right there, and we're likely going to reject from that level. And I've been saying that since before we actually saw that move play out. And so for now, that is still the resistance to pay attention to. Once again, close to $3 and just underneath $3. And as for support, we have significant support at approximately $2 if we were to see a further pullback here. But if we're zooming into the short term, looking at the 2-hour time frame, obviously over the last 1 to 2 days, the price of XRP has been playing out a falling wedge pattern breakout, which is a bullish pattern. And like I explained in my last altcoin video just yesterday, we already confirmed this breakout right here. We already confirmed the pattern, which means we have a technical price target in play for this breakout price pattern, and that's sitting at around $2.87. And obviously, at the time of recording this video, the price of XRP is sitting roughly around halfway between the breakout and the price target. And this local high right here actually made it a little bit beyond the halfway point, a little bit beyond halfway between the breakout and the price target. And so essentially, if you missed this part of the trade already, I'll not necessarily enter into a new long position right here in the hopes of trading this towards this price target, because most of that trade, at least as of right now, once again, has already played out. But even though I would not necessarily open a new long position right now at the current moment for the price of XRP for this trade right here, just yesterday, I did actually open a small long position right around here. Basically, as I recorded my last video, just after I posted that video, I opened that long position to trade this move towards the upside. So basically, I gave you guys that opportunity before I even took the opportunity myself. And so obviously, I did enter a little bit later than usual. Of course, usually once we see a couple of candle closes above that line of resistance, that's the point to enter a long position, because that's the point that we first confirmed the breakout. But ultimately, even though I was a little bit late to this long position, at least as of right now, I have still made some profits. As you can see right here, the price is basically gone higher compared to where we were yesterday. And I've also taken a small amount of profits off the table at around this level right here, considering we're running into major resistance, at least in the short term, sitting at around 264 approximately. And so as I've also mentioned recently here on the channel, when it comes to my trading strategy, I usually take profits out of a long position, for example, before we actually hit the resistance or before we hit the price target, because usually the price starts turning around just before we run into major resistance, because there's usually front runners basically starting the selling before the resistance, just like what we saw at that $3 level. We had major resistance at $3, but of course, a lot of people were focused on $3, so we saw front running in the selling happening underneath $3. And so that is my current trading strategy right now for the price of XRP. Once again, I took that long position over the last one day. As I also shared in my last video, I gave you this trading opportunity before that latest bullish move over the last one day. But right now, I have already taken profits out of that trade, and my stop loss is sitting at just above break even in some slight profits. So even in the worst case scenario, if we just crash for whatever reason, I still make profits from that trade. And in case you're wondering, I took that trade right there over on my Bitfinex account. So I'll make sure to leave a link to Bitfinex below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link below this video to make your Bitfinex account and deposit on that account, then you can get up to a 5.5k deposit bonus. But only if you use that link, you can get an exclusive 10% discount on all trading fees on the Bitfinex exchange forever. But that is only available if you use the link below this video to make your Bitfinex account and actually start trading on that account. And so if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, once again, you might as well check that out. First link down below this video if you want to claim that extra fee discount. And also, by the way, Bitfinex is a no KYC exchange, which means you can access it from any country in the world without needing any KYC. But as another option out there, another exchange that I also trade on from time to time, there is also Bybit. So I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit below this video as well. And if you use that link to make your Bybit account, you can get a 500 USDT position airdrop. So basically a free $500 trade as your first trade over on Bybit, but that is only available if you use the link below this video to make your Bybit account and deposit on that account. But with that being said, taking a look at Chainlink on the weekly time frame, and we're getting extremely close to confirming this massive breakout here on the weekly time frame above this golden pocket area of resistance, which is sitting in between around $21 to $23. So the next weekly candle close, in case you're wondering, confirms in roughly around half a day from now. And in case you're wondering, the precise time of the candle close is at exactly midnight UTC. That is when we see the weekly candle close in roughly around half a day once again at the end of the week. And once we actually confirm this candle close, for as long as the candle close confirms above around $23, that technically confirms the breakout above this golden pocket, which will make this golden pocket as new support. So this previous resistance flipping into new support. So if for whatever reason we see some sort of pullback for whatever reason, once again, we'll likely find a lot of support in that area. And as for the next resistance to watch out for, we do have some resistance at around $27.50 approximately, and more resistance at around $32 to $34. And if we're taking a look at this weekly Chainlink chart, we're also just about to confirm the breakout for this massive bullish pattern, which is of course a cup and handle pattern, which I've been talking about for a while now on the channel since much lower prices. And so for as long as this weekly candle close confirms above ideally $24, that will confirm the breakout above this pattern right here, above this neckline, confirming the pattern, which will set up the price target for this pattern, which is sitting at around $91. So just above $90 per Chainlink, which from where we are right now as recording this video to that price target, that's around a 260% move towards the upside with no leverage. And so obviously that is potentially a major opportunity for a massive swing trade. So essentially a relatively low leverage long position that I'll potentially hold over a period of weeks or months. And so over the coming days or weeks, I'll begin slowly scaling into that long position to basically take this massive swing trade right here, especially if we confirm this breakout. Once we actually confirm that candle close above ideally $24, at that point, I'll use that as a signal to start accumulating that swing trade. And then also on top of that, if we see a potential retest, we don't have to see a retest, but if we see a retest coming back down to around $23 to $24 and then bouncing from that area to flip previous resistance into new support, support, in that case, I'll potentially add to that position, basically increase the position size. But once again, that's only if that happens, and that doesn't necessarily have to happen. And so this is a major opportunity that is potentially just getting started. So once again, if you want to take these opportunities, get set up, ready to go on those exchanges, links down below if you want to claim those extra bonuses. But with that being said, taking a look at the price of Solana on the 2-day time frame, and as of right now, we're still technically within a larger bull market, but of course, we're still seeing a bit of a short-term pause, a short-term pullback during the larger bull market. And if we're taking a look at the 6-hour time frame, we're still rejecting from this strong resistance right here at approximately 245 to 246, and we also have strong resistance at around 260. And as for short-term support, we should find some support at around 231 to 232, and we also have more support at around 221 to 222, and more support at around $205 to $210. And also, if we see this continued short-term rejection that we're seeing right now as of recording this video, and then if we bounce basically ideally above around 225 at some point between 225 to let's just say 232, if we bounce somewhere in this region on the price chart, then we could possibly form an inverse head and shoulders pattern. As you can see, we already have a possible left shoulder, possible head, and right now all we need to see is just a little bit more of a pullback to form a right shoulder, and then a bounce, come back up, and then break out above the neckline above around 246, and then that would actually confirm the breakout for that potential inverse head and shoulders pattern that is possibly forming right now. And in that case, that would set up a bullish price target for that pattern in new all-time highs. But I want to make it clear that right now that possible inverse head and shoulders pattern is no way confirmed. Once again, we still need to actually form the right shoulder, and then we need to confirm a breakout above that resistance line. And so overall, not a lot has changed for Solana just recently. So getting straight into Avalanche, which is the ticker AVAX, AVAX, because this is one of the top suggested altcoins in the comment section below these videos. So once again, if you want an altcoin that you want me to cover, just comment it down below this video. And if a lot of people are commenting the same altcoin, that's when I'll potentially add that altcoin to one of these videos. And so right now on the weekly AVAX chart, the price is running into the all-important golden pocket area of resistance, sitting in between around $50 to $55 approximately. So we have strong resistance in that area, as we've also seen previously. And we also have a bit of resistance at around $60 approximately, as we saw around March this year. And so ideally, we need to not only break out above the golden pocket, but we also need to break out above around $60 approximately to actually start heading higher towards the next price target, the next Fibonacci level, also a potential point of resistance sitting at around $80 per AVAX. And then once we see a breakout above $80, we're likely heading up towards around $99 to $100 based on this high right here. And then above that, I'll be targeting the all-time high. But between now and then, obviously, we do have a lot of resistance that we first need to pay attention to. And with Avalanche being one of the big altcoins out there, of course, if the overall crypto market is bullish, and especially if we're entering into an altcoin season, there's a good chance that AVAX will be bullish along with the rest of the crypto market, especially on the larger time frames. Once again, in the short term, we can see the price struggle, for example, around key resistance in the short term. But zooming out, looking at this larger trend and momentum, at least for now, things are currently looking bullish, especially if we break out above this golden pocket. That would be very bullish. And if we're zooming into the shorter term, once again, we're clearly within a bullish trend. As we can see, we're seeing higher lows and higher highs. But right now, the price of AVAX is on the edge of a break to the downside below this short-term support. So right now, we do have some short-term support at pretty much exactly $50. But if we start breaking below $50, especially with candle closes on this 4-hour time frame below $50, then honestly, we could possibly see a move down towards this next major area of traded volume in the volume profile indicator. Because we can see that we have a massive gap in traded volume in this area on the price chart in between around $44 to $50, give or take, which means the price will likely move quickly in that area on the price chart. So obviously, when the price was bullish, we moved very quickly towards the upside. But if the price is bearish, if we're breaking below $50, we could possibly see a quick move down towards around $44 approximately. And then in this region, we'll likely find a lot of support in between around $41 to $44. And the next major area of traded volume acting as strong support in the short term is sitting at around $34 to $36 approximately. So those are the levels of support to pay attention to if we actually see a confirmed break below $50. But for now, that is the current support to pay attention to just in the short term. And once again, if you want to trade any of these moves in the price of any crypto, check out those links down below this video to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions. And the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.